Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you these new custom tactics for the 4-1-2-1-2 formation in FIFA 21. Probably one of the best formations in game right now, very similar to the 4-1-2-1-2 second formation, apart from the two centre mids are slightly wider, as you'll see when I go and select the formation. So it's a really good formation to use in game. Yeah, that is pretty much all I have to say about it before I show you the formation itself. So probably not quite as good as the 4-1-2-1-2 second, but also depends on your playstyle. Some people actually do prefer it a lot more. Personally, I actually do prefer it more than the second one, just because the left mids and right mids I prefer using wider players than narrower players. So for the formation, you can see there's two strikers, one cam, one CDM, and then two left mid and a right mid. So for the custom tactics, personally I prefer to play on balance for defensive style. If you don't want to go with balanced, I recommend press after possession lost, but I wouldn't go with anything else apart from that. It can use a lot of player energy though, which is why I prefer to use balance. It's sort of just a mixture. But I wouldn't recommend anything apart from balanced or press after possession loss, and only go with this if you feel more comfortable defending and you feel like you know what you're doing with it. Otherwise go with balanced. Width I just keep on 5, depth I play on 4 to 6 depending on how comfortable you feel defending. If you're less comfortable defending, play on 4. If you're more comfortable defending, play on 6, or an average play on 5. If you want to, some very good players, you can play on 7 depth, as it sort of creates an automatic offside trap, which I've seen a lot of offside trap, which a lot of pro players do themselves. But if you're not as comfortable defending, just stick with 4 to 6. Offensive style, personally I think long ball works really well with this formation. The wider players and the two strikers up front, it's really easy to get the ball up to them, and it works really well when attacking. Width you can play on 5. The wide players are very wide, as normally on the other formations such as the 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1, they're much more narrow by the wider players. But these ones are very wide, almost as wide as the fullbacks. So you can bring that in if you little bit if you want them to be a bit less wide, or if you want them to stay really wide out and cross it in much more, go with 5 again. Players in box play on 6 just to overload the box, works really well. Corners on 3 and free kicks on 1. Player instructions, make sure both your strikers are on stay central, so they're staying in the centre of the pitch. Get in behind so they're making forward runs through the defence, and stay forward so they're always up the top of the pitch when you need them and they're not dropping back. For your cam, make sure he's on stay forward and get into the box for cross. You already have a CDM, you don't need him dropping back as well. You could use basic defence support if you want him to fill in that gap in the middle, otherwise you stay forward. Left mids and right mids, or left wings, right wings. Personally, I prefer stay forward. I don't really think there's any need for them to drop back. Left mids are already a bit deeper than left wings and right wings, so I prefer to use stay forward. You already have fullbacks, so stay forward, and also you can either use cut inside if you want them to be more narrow and cutting to score, or balance whip so they're running down the wing and cross it in. That is up to you. For your CDM, make sure you have to cut past lanes to stop the opposition making through balls through. Cover centre to cover the centre of the pitch so they're not moving out wide. And then use stay up while attacking so they're not pushing up. You can use balance attack when you want them to fill in that middle gap, but stay up while attacking is much safer when defending. He's always going to be there and he's not pushing up and getting in the way. Two centre backs leave those default. Fullbacks use overlaps so they're on the outside, and then you stay up while attacking. You already have wingers, you don't need the fullbacks pushing up as well. Stay up while attacking will keep it nice and defensive and much easier to defend with, because it keeps it shaped much easier. Lastly, for goalkeeper, sweeper keeper and comes across is very important. A lot of people don't use this, but it's really good in game. Comes across is much higher chance of winning corners when defending. You're not going to concede nearly as many if your goalkeeper comes out a bit more, and same for crosses. And sweeper keeper, when you are defending a one-on-one, your goalkeeper is going to come out a bit more, make it easier and cut down the angle a bit more, make it much easier to save one-on-ones. So that is it for these custom tactics for the 4-1-2-1-2 formation. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more FIFA 21 videos like these, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.